Following is a presentation of Major League Baseball International.
Let's take a look at it again from the high home view, and you see it prevents us from going into center field, and that's where the real outstanding play is, to keep the hand-eye coordination of taking a round ball around bat and trying to hit it square. It's counterintuitive.
This one on the ground towards short. A run will score. And taken out at second base, but thankfully Hussein gets up. That was a hard slide, safe at second base.
Well, that was another, see, just a little slow with the pivot and a little awkward with the pivot at second, but the first baseman, Ali, has that play down. I mean, that's amazing. And also throwing the ball more sidearm, and I mentioned, and you can't help mention a lot of these things.
Line shot, fair ball down the right field line. This one will roll toward the corner. Reginato takes a turn around third. He's coming in to score. Bichette heads to third, and he is in there safely. Brazil is up 2-0. So an RBI triple for Dante Bichette.
Well, that's not the first time a Bichette has hit a triple, and again, one of the nuances of the ballpark, when it does go into the corners, when it goes off the backstop, it tends to kind of stick out there, so you have to really go.
Put up here with an RBI opportunity. That's a base hit through the left side, and Brazil has a 3-0 lead as Bichette comes in to score.
Starting to see some of that bat speed as the pitcher, Khan, tiring a little bit, and the pitching coach coming out to give him a little bit of a breather. That little kind of half slider, baby cutter that he is throwing has started to.
A double elimination. You have to lose twice and you're out. A team can win. It's a ground ball toward third. Long throw across the diamond. And it goes into the dugout, so a dead ball, and Bichette will head to second base on a throw that was unable to be dug out by Jawad Ali.
Well, no sooner did I mention it. We have a throw get away from the third baseman. Mentioned that all of these guys throw over the top. This first baseman has dug out two beautifully. That was another.
Infield in for Hojo. And he hits it through a drawn-in infield for an RBI and a base hit as Bichette scores and makes it 4-0 Brazil. Is in there for a called strike to Juan Carlos Muniz, who singled back in the second inning but grounded into an inning-ending double play back in that 3-run third. He bats with 2 outs here in the 5th. Runner goes. Throw down to second base is not in time. Knocked down by the shortstop.
A lot. They'll continue to push the envelope and play an aggressive style of baseball.
The 0-2 in the air towards center field. Line shot, and that is over the head of Zawar, who is playing in. This one goes all the way to the wall, and it just stops there at the wall. Being waved around third. Here comes the throw. Not in time. It's an inside the park home run for Juan Carlos Muniz, and it's a 6-0 lead for Brazil.
Well, how about that? We mentioned earlier that this ballpark can play some tricks on you with the swirling winds, and just a ball that was misjudged by Zawar. Incredible effort. But that ball goes all the way to the wall without any recoil. It just goes out there. And
one will be followed by Dante Bichette Jr. and Reynaldo Sato. A few years back has already added to that total today. This one on the ground towards short. Bobbled, and he'll reach on what is sure to be an E6.
Well, you could see that that ball was hit right off the shortstop, because that had a lot of cue spin on it, and you can see it was just twisting. And you take a lot of fungo practice, and
however you score it, Brazil has a runner on to lead things off. That got him good. So after the hit by pitch, 2 on, nobody out. Back in the day over at Coors Field. The 3-2 pitch misses outside, and the bases will be loaded. With the bases loaded, and we should tell you that if he connects on a 15-run spread after 5, it's an early termination. If it's 10 after 7, it's an early termination. This is a chopper toward third, the throw to first, and in there safely, beating it out, and a run comes in to score.
I was wondering if there was the difficult call for the umpire, and I think that's what the argument's going to be. It looked like there was a tag before he reached first base. The umpire really relies on that bang play on sound on the pop of the glove and where his foot hits.
Unless that might be what's in question.
Well, that's what I was talking about. You just here he said that he tagged him on the head. And
nothing edge for Team Brazil. This one on the ground toward third. They come home to get one spin and throw. That's all they'll get, but it cuts off another run for Brazil. Keeps them
almost able to turn off a very difficult play. It was nice and crisp. The subtleties and the nuances that have got themselves into this type of situation where they've got so far behind.
This one on the ground toward first, throws to second for 1, late at first, and the 9th run comes in to score. A little bit of an indecision over there at first base by Ali, I think.
Yeah, and again, that was pretty much making my point. Just these guys are playing for this game to continue. A hard hit ball that he's playing right at the bag. It's just not used to instinctively throwing to the plate and doing the 3-2-3. So they try the
third. This one a line drive, base hit up the middle, and that will do it for Team Brazil. That's their 10th run. And for all intents and purposes, should end the game. Although it looks like a bit of confusion here. And
yeah, that should
for the first time in a while, I don't think I was the one at the forefront of it. So that's the game-winning single up the middle for Maciel, and a 10-0 early termination victory for Team Brazil. This is how it ended, with a base hit up the middle, just out of the reach of Ahmad. Up the middle, and in comes the run to win it for Brazil.
Well,
bye for now. Thanks for watching our coverage of the 2017 World Baseball Classic Qualifier from Brooklyn. We'll see you later tonight.